Some cultures are defined by their relationships to cheese. Today we're talking about 1993's Benny and June. Benny and June is about these two siblings, Benny and Juniper, who are forced to live together because June is insane. Get off! And their parents are dead. And Benny is her only next of kin, the only person who can take care of her unless he wants to ship her away to a mental institution, which becomes a possibility later in the film, but that's something that you have to watch to figure out. Anyway, so Benny and June are always together, and Benny plays a card game with a friend of his from his place of employment, and one way or another it leads to him winning Johnny Depp's character Sam in a bet. And then Sam goes to live with them, and Sam and June fall in love because they're both crazy. And yeah, Julianne Moore's in it, which is cool because she's awesome. Benny and June is just so delicate, and it's sweet, and it's funny, and it's a very quiet movie, and it's good to watch on like rainy days. I personally love it because of just the way various mental illnesses are explored. Because neither one of them are particularly crazy. It's not anything that's severe, but it's bad enough that it affects their everyday lives. And, you know, Sam is illiterate, and that's a big deal, and he makes grilled cheese with irons. It's just quaint, and it's quirky, and it's cute, and it's a good movie. It makes you feel good afterwards, sort of, even though you kind of feel weird and like you don't know enough about serious mental illnesses, or how many people are affected daily by just tiny things that are miswired in their brains. It's crazy. So it makes you grateful for what you've got, the fact that you're not slightly insane, even though we're all a little mad anyway, but it doesn't really matter. This was a point in Johnny Depp's career post Edward Scissorhands when he was really doing just a lot of like quiet characters that are just tucked inside themselves and like don't talk about how they actually feel. But Sam is a little outspoken, and I like him for that. And Mary Stuart Masterson is just a force to be reckoned with. She just plays everything she ever does so well. And June is not an exception. She's just crazy, but she's so cool. And really, she really sheds a nice light on whatever mental illness June has that I can't remember. I remember the first time I watched this movie was with my friend Brittany, and I knew I had to see it because my sister told me I would really like it because it's Johnny Depp, and it's weird, and Julianne Moore's in it, and I loved it. Deep-seated in my heart, mad love for young Johnny Depp and Aidan Quinn and Julianne Moore and Mary Stuart Masterson. Truly two goddesses that just are not overshadowed by their male counterparts. Even though they were both fantastic, they all just worked very well together. There was a very good, genuine chemistry. And, you know, if anything, this movie just reminds you how much you love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's all we really want. Someone to hang out with till we die. I'm gonna end on a high note because I've just started rambling. The scene where Johnny Depp is Buster Keatoning his hat around the park is just almost magical. It's like watching magic being filmed with Johnny Depp. So much denim, so many Canadian tuxedos, and Aidan Quinn, even though he looks like a fish on the cover, is very attractive. His hair, his voice, his hands.
They had put a fart machine into my sleeping bag.